Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. We back. We are back. 94 feet of life. We are here. I got my guy Jern, and I got my sidekick with me this time, man. My guy Jay Ham, man.
Proper introduction to the people. What's going on, man?
it's the o- it's the only way, man. It's the only way. Tell these folks what's going on, man. We've been out here, man. We've been out.
Man,
We've been out. We've been out just as much as these basketball players, man.
yeah. I mean, me, I just been out going to work, coming home, going to Kroger, little shit like that. Just it's a lot to digest, man. It's a whole lot to digest in terms of this bubble, where this bubble is located, who is in and out of this bubble on a daily basis, what y'all eating in this bubble. Just a bunch of just random questions and thoughts, reactions. Not much of. I don't have a whole lot to react by. Some of that food the other day that they were posting pics with though, with Chris Chioza and who else that was posted they whole little
Joel
menu.
Embiid.
Well, now my man Joel hopped out with the white hazmat suit, and I felt him. I felt him. He was legit going to an all white party the right way.
Man, what?
He looked like he was straight out. My man Joel came straight out outbreak with that shit. And I feel him. Fuck
What? Like
that.
he been playing with the monkey.
Hey, there will be no more basketball this season. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like Space Jam and everything like that. But I don't know, man. I don't understand. This is one of them situations. I'm just gonna kick it off. We're just gonna get into it. I just feel like this at the end of the day. The whole bubble aspect of this, we don't need to do that. Let it
It,
go.
it feels forced.
It is. It's
It feels
forced.
forced. Yeah, we want to see hooping. Yeah, we want to get back to athletic competition, but at what price do we want to continue? Because see, it's like we're trying to force the shit along, and we keep buying ugly ass used tires. They got no tread on it, and we buy this used tire. We get up the road, and that motherfucker blow out again.
Man,
That's
I've
what
been
it. That's what it's going to ultimately feel like if play gets to a point where we have to, like another play stoppage,
Mm-hmm.
and that
I've
looks
been I've been on that
likely.
train since day one. I've been on there since this stuff didn't happen. I've been like this since day one. It's gonna take somebody to fall out. It's gonna take somebody to fall out in order these folks to realize this shit here is real.
And every time you say that, I cringe because that's probably what it's
That's
gonna
what's
take.
happening. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna have to happen. And I hate that it has to. Somebody gonna have to Reggie Lewis in
Ooh,
order
oh
to make that happen. I hate to say that. I hate to
no,
say that, but it needs to be said. But like you
not Reggie
said, it's
Lewis. No,
forced. It's forced. It's forced on us. Um, CJ McCullough said it perfectly, man. 2/3 of the league of the players don't know how to spend their money wisely. And that's why majority of these people are coming back. They want their money. They want their money. And NBA is losing money. So they're gonna take advantage of that. Y'all want it so bad, we gonna make a way for y'all to play in this. But me personally, I'm like David Bertans. I'm like my guy that said Portland, Trevor Ariza. I'm like all of them, man. Y'all can have it. I'm straight. I'm
it's just
straight.
not a,
I
it's
see
just
y'all
not a good
next year.
look. It's not necessarily the best look just for being around that shit and being subjecting yourself to being that compromised by something like that. Then you go back home, you affect your people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is that this thing is a trick because there's no vaccine for it. So it's like we can't just like, oh, well, they go get tested every other day. So the fuck what? That mean okay if they get tested every other day, that mean there's a greater chance that your roster is gonna be fucking cut in half. every
Yeah.
motherfucking day. That's just all that really means, because them being tested ain't stopping shit. Except stopping is going to end up stopping them from playing. That's where my concern is more so than anything. Yeah, they hoopers. Hoopers don't want to get back to doing what they doing, which is hoop, and in a competitive setting. All that had it. We can't even get no summertime Rico Hines workouts. We can't get better today. You
We
know what I'm
can't
saying?
get
Because
better than
we can't get better today because it's not fit for us to all be around each other to get better today.
let me say this about as far as the testing, and then I'm gonna pass it to Germ. The testing for the people, just think these players are gonna be playing back-to-back days. All this testing, that stuff first is gonna irritate you. If y'all ain't been tested for COVID, take it from me.
Me
I
too.
was just tested for it a couple of months ago. This thing, it don't stop right here. It don't stop right here. It goes up here.
They get up in your cavity.
It's the third pocket in your nose that's gonna make you straight. Your body gonna make your body straighten up, like you're almost having a seizure. You never felt this ever. I'm talking about no broken nose, no nothing. It's there. And just think, players getting stuck in their nose like that daily. Then you got to understand, you got to do this daily. This test costs. So you're doing this daily, and then say you don't have it one day, but all of a sudden you got it the next day, or the day after, or the day after. And let LeBron James, I bet you money, if LeBron James was to get it, you ain't gonna know it. So that's your money maker.
So much.
You
man.
can't let him not sit down during these times. So that's the whole point of people watching TV, watching these games. There's other players, but nuh-uh. They better not let him sit down because he got COVID. And that's the crazy part about the league. The league would rather put your health at risk than to lose money.
And they ain't the only league. That's the sad part. All their ass ready to do this.
They ready to do it.
Of some variation, they ready to get back and play and act like shit gonna be on regular schedule.
And that's why we finna pass it to Jerm, because he can splash into that domain and can talk about this at the same time. So, Jerm, talk to us, man.
Man, I just think overall, man, what we're looking at an opportunity for the league to finally say we value the players, we value the product, and what it's ultimately coming down to is they just can't say it because why do we need to finish this season out? Why? We don't need a champion. We don't need a champion this year. The champion here is the NBA if they just shut it down, because that just tells the players, hey, look, we can get a championship another year. We can figure out something else. We can do something else. We can just do all the regular awards and things of that nature, but we ain't gotta have no champion this year. For y'all safety purposes. But y'all don't, but what I don't understand is why LeBron ain't say, hey, we not playing.
He won't play.
But when Pat Bev said, if LeBron said we playing, and then you see LeBron working out, it kind of just further goes, is this about LeBron and his legacy, or is this about the health of the players?
It's about the collective bargaining agreement.
And if we gonna say see, this is my problem though. Paperwork only in this situation, we said this before on a previous show or whatever the case is. The collective bargaining agreement wasn't prepared for no global pandemic.
No, never prepared.
Nope. That's why they pushing so hard for it, to protect even the little shit that they got in there.
Yeah, so
I ain't gonna say little shit, but it's major. But right.
Right. So if it's not prepared for that, it's the same thing. It's equivalent to just like if the White House ain't ready for the global pandemic, nobody ready for this that happened. Wasn't
Right.
nobody taking it serious at first either. A lot of people wasn't. Do I take it serious to an extent? Yeah, because it's still your health. You know what I'm saying? It's still a virus. It's something that either you're gonna have to be injected with a vaccine with it, so your body can become immune to it,
Mm-hmm.
or you're gonna have to stay away from people to a certain extent who do not wash their hands and they ass properly.
Which is basically stay the fuck away from everybody because you don't know who's who.
What? You don't know
At
who.
the end of it, yeah, you know.
There's people who
What?
smell good on the outside, but you never know what's
Woo!
going on.
Why you say that? Why? Why you say that? Why?
I didn't do that out loud, did I?
Hey, it is what it is though, because that's the way of the
That house,
world.
that house look good on the outside, but
Mhm.
there ain't no wonderful thing in the inside.
But that's the cold part about it though, man, is that they got a lot to protect, and it's like I don't know the measures that they can go to extend or shut shit down and make it default or whatever the case. Because the scary part about this is for the players. I think next summer they could choose to opt out of the current CBA,
For some odd
which could
reason,
create another stoppage.
though, I think these sports, all sports are ran not by their PAs, but I think this is more government ran than anything.
I can see that to some degree, yeah.
I won't say government ran. I think government influenced.
Yes,
Influence.
yes,
That's the
yes,
Right.
better
yes.
that's the better
Influence.
word, because the reason why I say
Influence.
government influence is this is why we get so much of a, first of all, it has to be government influence, because the NBA, the NFL, the MA, the NHL, all of these big they're nonprofit organizations. Nonprofit organizations are all government entities in their own right with their tax bracket. It's the same thing as a church. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with those things
Yeah.
being said from the business perspective and the business side of things, I mean, I could see where the government influence would come involved more than anything, because that's why that can explain why, we're so big and advocating for the troops in all
Right.
sports, and why we're so big on the national anthem and things of that nature.
This
Which
is why how Congress gets to call you the fucking Capitol Hill for some shit.
bingo.
You know what I'm saying? All of that roll into one.
Why did
Yep.
the champion of each sport goes to the White House? Like
To
the
the
White
White
House got
House.
something to do with that. No, they don't. The White House ain't got
No.
nothing to do with this. So
That's
all that being said, I like what you said right there, Trav, because what I want to put things into perspective for everybody at home is there's no way for politics, business, and sports to not be intertwined, because sports
Exactly.
is a business. It still got some politics on it at the end, because business is all about the politics.
And it's entertainment ain't shit but that.
Exactly. It's about who. It's the saying that they always say. It's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Right.
It's like you don't get these opportunities that y'all be asking for just from being this. It takes other things. It's other factors that go into these decisions, and the NBA is starting not just because of the government influence, but the government is tired of people panicking right now.
That's where they want that healthy distraction.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Except
reason
this
why.
ain't a goddamn thing healthy about this distraction, though.
And that's the key. That's why when somebody like Kyrie speak, he damned if he do, damned if he don't.
He
I
ain't
got
got, he ain't got no plan. He ain't got no plan. What the fuck plan does the NBA have for this?
right.
Aside from a bubble, which they're allowing the people who are preparing the food, they're allowed to go home. The people that are cleaning the rooms and changing the linen and whatnot, they're allowed to go home. They're coming back to work to clock in. Who the fuck knows what? And that's how tight and tedious this is. These people can go out, touch some, be around some, come back to work, preparing meals, cleaning, whatever the fuck. Now you got more people infected.
And
So
I got a partner.
how protective is your bubble?
I got a partner. His name is Fred Yancey. Shout out to my boy Fred Yancey. And he used to say politics, sports and politics. But the way he was saying it was like sometimes you gotta sell yourself, sell the product of yourself to the game to make more money. But what I used to get confused when he say that is he's saying that what you're talking about politicking in the game, especially in the game of basketball. Like you really don't have no control of something that is 50-50, which is a basketball. Is he gonna go in or is he gonna miss? The percentage of it is different, but at the end of the day, the ball either go in or out. Like you can't fault like the Lakers played Boston in 2010 when Ray Allen set the record of
Set the
three-pointers
record.
made.
He set the record in 8.
Yeah, eight, but he hit like 7 of them in one game. But
Oh
then
yeah, that was right. That was 2010.
he couldn't hit anything, and people was trying to be like, man, they had that's politics and that's government. They had something. No, that's not government. I wish I can see my guy Fred right now to break that down to him and to break it down to everybody else. Like the game itself is not politics. It's the game. The game that's being ran behind the scenes is being government influenced. It's being government influenced, and this is the perfect year of how government is influencing sports in today's world. They gotta have it by any means at this point.
I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think we need it right now at this moment. I think we got bigger fish to fry. I think we got other things we need to be focused on. I think ultimately what we're doing is we're forcing something down a bunch of people's throats, even though these people want it. I think at some point we got to say, no, y'all don't need that.
Where is the Band-Aid in this situation? That's the question.
There isn't one.
It ain't one right now. Germ, you can go and fall and bust your knee. Your knee is still bleeding. You gonna still come into the house and try to get and just come in and just lay down with your knee bleeding, or you gonna try to find something to clear that bleeding up, put a Band-Aid on it, and stop it from bleeding.
Damage control.
They don't have a damage control of any of these sports right now. The only thing you're doing is playing at your own risk.
And with that being said, with that being the point, if this is at my own risk, how about the players figure out with at their own risk? How about the players themselves come out and say, we're willing to do this, but they come up or help try to come up with some solutions. Or if you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it. Don't have these people drop out and these people drop out, because that's still separating players. I want y'all players to come together and make a decision, because that's what the problem is. If you act, here go Germ. That's the problem in general. If you ask me, it's too much. It's too separated. We got some players who want to play because they need the money. We got some players who want to play just because they want to hoop. We got some players who probably want to play because this is their legacy on the line. We got other players who want to play because of their window. And we got other players who just playing just to play. Then we got other players that say we shouldn't play because at the end of the day, we got other pressing things going on in the world, and our health should be our number one thing.
2/3 of the players have been talked to by Ted DiBiase. And what's Ted DiBiase saying right now?
Everybody got a price.
Bingo. That's why they have a price. They have a price. Their price is what they signed on their contract. They want to get them 70 games out the way so they can get fully paid.
You know what's corrupt?
McCullough said it best. CJ McCullough said it best. 2/3 of the league, these guys don't know how to manage their money. And what's so sad about it is that they'll do whatever it takes to get that money. If everybody knew how to manage their money wisely, we would be going through this. They would be doing something quicker to find a resolution to try to get us in better health.
And not to even account pockets, but that's true.
And exactly,
That's
I
true.
can't count nobody pockets, but money is.
Yeah. And I look at it from this standpoint, man. It's like I'll be 40 at the end of the year, and for the first time in my life, where it's like, yo, sports ain't even important right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the feel that I get. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I will watch if it's on, but it's got a different tone and feel. And for me, and I'm quite sure all of us have talked, with MJ at some point about this. Said just the topic in general. It's like, yo, this happening for a reason. Like the social reform that's going on, the push for social reform and racial equality and everything else, in conjunction with a global pandemic at the same time, that's happening for a reason. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm an outside the box kind of thinker in that way. I'm not really in tune as far as the world being flat or round, but I can see a cat like Kyrie Irving sitting back like, hey man, we got too much shit going on at once. Why wouldn't we not take advantage of this now? Yeah, we gonna ball because that's what we do.
That's
But
what we
right
do.
now we got a chance to like truly flip the world upside down because this motherfucker's gonna change. We in the
You know,
midst of it changing. What we gonna do? We gonna barbecue? We gonna meal do?
yeah.
We ain't gonna do shit.
I'm
None
gonna
of
tell
them.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna swing it to y'all. But sports stopped meaning something to me on Sunday, January the 26th, 2020.
That was the first hit.
That's when
That was one of those days where remember all of us was like, they don't even need to play, man.
it hit. It really hit. 2020 sucked.
We didn't even want to see them play that day. That's how bad that hurt.
It hurt us. It hurt Sunday, January the 26th, 2020. It hurt the world. Then you got all this pandemic crap. Well, not even the pandemic crap. We got all the like you said, the social injustice where these unlawful policemen are doing us bad. They're doing us bad.
Say it politically correct, Trav.
I can't be politically correct. I can just be straightforward.
No, they're doing people of color bad. Don't say us, because somebody gonna say who's us.
Oh yeah.
I won't. Oh no. We ain't gotta FUBU it for us by us. We can.
People of color bad. Now that you say that, yes, they are doing people of color bad, and it's that. And then the end of February, going into March, we are where we at right now, doing the things that we doing right now, and it hurts. I miss my boy coming over here when we going live in the kitchen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to been chopped in a handful of times since then. It's like shit. I can't even get to Olive Branch. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that fucked up out there.
And we supposed to been talked about the finals. Mm-hmm. We supposed to be predicted the finals. We supposed to be having fun. We supposed to be doing everything together.
We knew we was in trouble when we wasn't getting the NCAA tournament. We're like, oh fuck.
Yes, that's it.
Like, oh fuck. If we ain't getting the madness, how we gonna get the playoffs?
And then
just doesn't make sense.
Then not to mention myself, just March 21st, just Thanos finger on me, man. Thanos snapped his finger on me.
Snapped his finger on you? That's what he did?
Snapped his finger. He snapped his finger on my life, man.
I went and kicked that trick in the back of his Achilles. You sucker motherfucker. Don't you be fucking with my folks like
But but he understand the person that he snapped on. He ain't understand that. So we good on that. but just the whole social distancing thing, the whole government, the whole everything. I mean, government influence. I mean, it's ugly right now, man. I'm ready for this year to be over with.
I'm
And we
scared for the fucking year to be over with because I don't know what the fuck we gonna have to start going up the road. Like, damn.
if we don't find a solution by the end of this year, something ain't right.
Let me put y'all on something.
Go ahead.
The issue that we have at hand right now is we got way too many people going in too many different directions.
Different directions, yeah.
So we don't have no unity. I said I want unity from the players, right? But we need unity from the people who are not the players, meaning us, the people.
Right.
The people. I'm putting it over my heart and I'm gonna say it loud. But that's what I'm saying right there in itself. If we gonna be honest about this, number one, people of color, it's time for us to get our SH together. I'm saying SH because that's what my grandma would want me to say in this moment. She would want me to say SH.
I'm going to say what my grandma want me to say. Get your shit together.
But with that being said, we got to take this time and we got to stop making excuses to why we can't do something.
Right.
Take this time and start being proactive in the change that we want to see.
Right.
I'm telling folks from this point forward, man, don't tell me a problem. Tell me a solution.
Here you go.
If you can tell me all these problems, let's start talking about the solution. So we don't want the NBA to restart. The solution is, first of all, we speaking on people. The solution to this entire thing is first of all, it's a question. Why do we need the NBA right now at this moment when we got bigger fish to fry, like human rights and human safety? I mean, if we can't get why is human rights and human safety not at the forefront of this conversation? Because if human rights are not at the forefront, then that means we need to be sitting down. I don't want to talk about Trump no more. I'm tired of talking about that. Let's talk about something new.
I swear.
I'm tired of that.
He's not getting my attention.
Look,
we know.
In the words of my guy Daylight, good night, Wolf.
We know how to take care when there's time to. We're not talking about. Man, I'm gonna tell you.
In the words of my guy Daylight, good night, Wolf.
Good night, Wolf.
It's it.
Hey, my medical condition my doctor told me, man, the best way to get healthy is stay stress free. I'm not letting that orange bastard stress me nothing. No, that ain't.
Listen, I mean, at the end of the day, we can vote for the presidency. That's fine. If y'all want to do that, that's fine. I'm just gonna put this little bug in y'all ear so y'all know. Presidents are not elected; they're selected. So, with that being said, when you look at your popular vote and your popular vote don't match who get elected, that tells you something right there because the popular vote is the vote of the who? The people.
People.
So again,
including the 3/5.
Don't do that.
That were part of the original Constitution.
Ham, don't do that right now. We ain't ready for that.
They ready for that right now. They really not. You right.
They ready for that right now.
They ain't.
We gonna do that. Listen, we gonna do the 3/5 conversation another day.
Just, I'm ready for that motherfucker for real.
We gonna have some we gonna have some historical content. We gonna put on channels too.
Yes, sir.
Because I want people to hear all of the things. We need to talk about where all of the U.S. money is tied up into.
Ooh.
Good night, Wolf. Listen.
We do more than sports, y'all. We like realists out here with this shit.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
You know?
Sports is only part of the world, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't feel. But Ham, when you say sports don't feel like they matter, they don't feel like they matter now because we got so many other things, so many other.
That distraction I don't want. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would hell no. We marching up the field, we going up the goal line with this shit, and we got to score.
Hey, man. In the words of the great Andre 3000, if you don't move your feet, so we don't eat. So we like
neck to neck. Yeah, just like
I just want this. Go ahead, Trav. Go ahead.
All that stuff just connects. It all.
You know what? I'm glad you said that too, Trav. The Goody Mob and Outkast from 25 years ago are talking about the same shit that we are witnessing right now.
Right now.
Just go back and listen to Soul Food. Go back and listen to Southern Playalistic. Go back and listen to AT Aliens. Go back and listen to all that shit from
All
me.
the-
Better get up, get out, and get something.
All of that shit.
Like
Trust me. And they own each other's albums because it's all Dungeon Family. So you got all the shit right there.
So yeah, I mean, it just all connects. We're not even worried about 45. We're better than 45. We're better than 45. We're not even
And
talking.
listen, that man is a brand ambassador for the country. That's the
Nah,
best way to put the presidency in general. The president is the brand ambassador for the United States, which is a company before it is a country.
It's just a
Oops.
it's the fact. It's just the fact.
Good night, Wolf.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better as people. And like you said, with the social injustice, we gotta find resolutions to everything. We gotta find resolutions for the COVID. We gotta find a resolution for the 12, for the cricket 12s out here. Gotta find a resolution.
Hey,
We got to find a resolution. But when you don't have money, it throws everything else away. People are still worried about the money. But like CJ McCullough said, 2/3 of these folks in the NBA are broke. They need that money. They're gonna do whatever it is to get that money. And as long as the NBA got thirsty people that need that money like that, they can do whatever they want. And they ain't gonna show up.
And let me say this so we can bring everything back in full circle. The solution to this whole thing, I'm just gonna be honest, is the solution to the NBA bubble is we don't need one. That's the solution. That's the solution. The solution is cancel it. Let's pick back up at Christmas because that's what it matters anyway.
I don't even know if we're gonna be ready by Christmas, but that's a decent target date to let shit work out.
Why do you? but let's talk about why Christmas is my day. Let's talk about why Christmas around that time is perfect. Number one, that gives us time to allow the government to figure out how they want to deal with these COVID situations. Because at first, it's just certain things that we don't know. Don't tell me that there was 20,000 new cases in Florida in a weekend. And then what you telling me them 20,000 new cases, where are these people coming from? Plymouth Rock?
Don't know where.
No, we do know where they're coming from. They coming from work. They coming from home. That's where they coming from.
Right.
So it ain't coming from being in contact with other people like you're trying to make it seem. They're coming from somewhere. Exactly.
Yeah,
so that means that
business.
Exactly. So if the point is, if that's the point, and if that's what we got going on, then that means that we can't stop this because it's a virus. So it's either we're gonna say, hey, we need to go back to life, and we need to be more sanitary, and we need to do these things, and we need to do this and this and this, and everybody need to focus on making sure they got health coverage, or we need to shut it down. We need to tell people what we're gonna do, get everybody tested, make sure everybody has gotten tested, figure out who has it and who doesn't, and then from that stage, we can then control the outbreak of it. Because then the people who have it, we can say it. But here's another problem. They're misdiagnosing people. So again, we got another issue. We got 3 problems because every time we got a solution, we got another problem. So what we're gonna have to do is, you got the theme song too. Money, 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 money. For the love of money.
That's the part they let manipulate. You know what I'm saying? And so even when they hearing the truth, even when you putting the fucking receipts right in their fucking eyeballs, they still pushing it away. Then they move their own goalposts.
Listen, the government low key is fans of Wu-Tang.
Man, I know a doctor.
Cream, cash rules everything around me.
I know a doctor who is so infatuated with going to play ball at his house that he pulls up numbers every day about COVID and be like, COVID ain't gonna be here. I just want y'all to play. I don't want y'all to be scared of it. what is the freaking solution? What's the freaking solution?
We're
What's
never
the
gonna get.
Damn.
We're never
Why?
gonna get.
Is that there's more people of color having this virus than anybody else?
Sit your
How?
ass down.
Sit your ass down. You are a freaking doctor, a chiropractic doctor, and you don't realize this? Dude, what the hell you thinking?
He not.
You're not. Exactly.
He not.
You're not.
He's not. But here's the thing. It's not that he's not thinking. But Trav, how dare you say he's not thinking?
Well, you're right.
He is thinking.
You're right.
You know what he think? You know he is thinking about himself.
Exactly. Selfish bastard.
Hey, that's the point. I want you to remember this. When somebody tells you, for example, there was an outbreak here, and it was the outbreak here in Ohio about a lady going into a store and she not having her mask on properly. So somebody told her, you need to put on your mask properly. And that lady said, excuse me, you're not going to talk to me like that. And then it turned into a whole big thing. Here's my thing. If somebody said to you that you didn't have your mask on properly, I'm just being germ with this one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna speak for germ. If somebody tell me I ain't got my mask on properly, the first thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna make it in a joke. I'm gonna say I'm just trying to breathe. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to do all that other stuff. I ain't in here. I ain't Darth Vader. You know, I ain't him. If I want, I'm here to get something done, which is get this groceries or whatever this is
and get
and
the
go
fuck
home.
out. Yeah.
I shouldn't have to wear no mask to do this real quick. And if you're telling me I gotta wear it, I'm gonna wear it the way I want to wear it. You ain't about to be in here cutting off my circulation to my face and my nose, and we up here. I ain't doing it. So instead, we just gonna online shop for groceries, or we gonna let the roommates go shop. I ain't about to worry about it. Because if you gotta go out, look, I ain't got no kids or nothing like that. But I don't put myself at risk because I know how to do this and this and this. You know, I know how to do that whole thing. I know how to do the whole dance and turn myself about. That's the point. We got to get better. But this virus exposed one thing about this country that ain't nobody going to talk about. Y'all nasty. Nasty. Good night, Wolf.
Whole training ain't about shit.
It ain't even just home training. It's just some people don't value a clean body or a clean.
I
clean
call it
man.
home training because where do you know how to take a bath? Where do you know how to brush your teeth and wash your face?
Some people know how to. Some people only know how to do it at the gym, Trav.
Exactly. So they don't know. So that's why
they be having athletes' feet.
It's all home training. It's all home training. To me, it's all home training.
Oh man!
You gotta put the athlete in there so we can still stay on topic.
Yeah. People don't know how to take care of themselves properly, man. That's the bottom line.
I just want solutions.
That and the hard part about going to be with the solution itself is that we don't believe shit.
They don't believe it.
We don't believe shit. No, we work in sports. We can take a statistic, derive it, break it down, how it got to that motherfucker will still come at us like, I don't know what y'all talking about. We'll pull the film, show you step by step as to how these stats got to be this stat for that particular night. Motherfuckers still won't believe us.
Hey.
And we put it right there in front of them. They just because they just choose, and they ain't even choosing to be contrarian. You just can choosing to just be an asshole.
Hey,
I don't want to learn. That's fine.
Exactly. And you know what? Hey, for all my stat warriors out there, guess what COVID is? Guess what COVID is based around? Statistics. And guess what COVID is not? A fact. Guess what the number of cases is not? A fact. It is a figurative number, and that is the same thing as statistics. Look, I don't need to go no further. I'm done.
And you
Good night, Wolf. It's over with.
And again, I'm just gonna say the name, and Lord rest his soul because he's a great player, Reggie Lewis. It's gonna take that on the football side,
Oh, no. I cringe for that.
the NHL,
But
MLB.
and because you never know how somebody's immune system is, regardless of how in shape they are, regardless of any of that, just what could possibly affect them in a detrimental fashion. You don't fucking know. We
Man,
don't.
we got people passing because of this. We got
Yeah.
people in the public passing, and it's like, oh, okay, it happened. People treat it that way, like, oh, it happened. That just hit me home twice.
It
It
hit
hit a
me
friend.
home twice.
It hit a friend of the family. He just passed. Beginning of this week, my uncle just found out he got COVID the other day. Had to call him up yesterday, check on him, see what's good. He sounding good. He quarantined himself, got himself isolated. But people, let's not be ignorant about this.
No, it's for real.
It's for real. And
It's for real.
in every major sports,
It
that
may not
young
hit you.
need to realize this.
It may not hit you and affect you that way, but it can affect somebody that you rock with on a daily basis that way. It can
Exactly.
affect anybody, your kids, your parents, your cousins, anybody that you're around. And you got love for them like that, you don't want to see nobody take no hit like that, man. I got a couple cousins that got hit with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And my family's close, so it ain't like these cats distant. Nah, it was fucked up hearing about it, and then shit. One of them just got hit with it. The other one, you know what I'm saying, just kind of coming past it, and he didn't been tested again, and he tested negative, but he like, I'm still getting myself back to, you know what I'm saying, that level. He almost 60 years old. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's for real at that point. You know what I'm saying? People getting older, yeah, you might not hit you that way, but you be around people that are older, whose immune system could be more compromised than ever. To do, you know what I'm saying, to catch it and them falling like fatally ill. It's that real, man. It ain't just shit you hearing about or reading about. That shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I gotta get the hell up out of here so I can go to the park, get me a workout in. Trav got me feeling real stupid because he done already ate and had a workout and shit. You know what
in
I'm
the
saying? It's
word,
hot.
in the words of angry man, sit your ass down.
I've been doing a good job of that because I don't fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I go to work.
Sit down, man.
When
Enjoy
I
your.
when I go to the grocery store, I got my mask, St. Louis Cardinal out. I got a few of these. You catch me out here.
Hey man, take care of yourself, man. Be safe.
We got some more. We got some more heat coming for y'all, man.
I'm letting both of y'all know I got time tomorrow.
Hey,
So
with that being said,
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
We gotta go ahead,
Good.
Trev. Hey,
7 o'clock.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying 7 o'clock. I'm good. So
hey, we got a WWE pay-per-view coming up on Sunday. We're gonna have some MLB stuff coming up probably as well. Because I know we're gonna have some guys for that. And then we're gonna probably we got some view shows coming up soon. And then of course we're gonna have more stuff from Battle Rap. We're gonna have, man, this whole tree is working. We gonna turn this in. This is for the culture. Everything we do, we gonna go ahead and we gonna put it all out there. We're gonna put a little bit of everything. And don't be surprised if one day I just click record on the Germ Zoom room.
yeah.
I'm gonna show up. I'm coming to party. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I don't get to party anywhere else.
Hey, so at the end of the day, y'all, we just encourage people more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. Be smart. Staying safe is cool, but be smart.
Be
smart
smart
about this. Don't think that you just being safe by doing this and that. Be safe, be smart, and use your head. Think.
Yeah.
Think before you react. You know. So that being said, man, this is 94 Feet of Life. We got True Man False World Germ So True. Got my guy Trav, J Ham. Basketball from the people by the people. 94 Feet of Life. Sponsored by Ball U Academy. and Ham's homemade cookies. Buy the goddamn cookies.
I'm back in rotation, y'all. I've been having to do it slowly on my Fridays, on my off days. Then I got a gas stove around this motherfucker. It get real hot. So I had to do that shit at like 5, 6 in the morning. But holla at me. I get you right. And for those of y'all that's got shipments coming, y'all got shipments coming. Y'all get that shit before they start school back. But they don't even know when the fuck they gonna start school back.
Hey, we know what that's ran by the government.
I got my battle rap. I got my battle rap ball, my battle rap gun.
Hey man,
Long nose. This thing go. Long nose. All right, but that being said, hey man, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take off. 94 feet of life. We out, y'all.
That one.